Beloved brothers and sisters, once upon a time, there was a man of great generosity who was preparing to journey to distant lands. Before his departure, he gathered 3 of his faithful helpers. With trust placed in them, he bestowed upon them a portion of his precious talents. To the first helper, he granted 5 talents, to the second, 2 talents, and to the third, 1 talent. He knew deeply the abilities and limitations of each, thus distributing the talents according to what he knew each helper could handle. The first helper was filled with radiant joy and enthusiasm. He contemplated ways to multiply the 5 talents entrusted to him. With determination and diligence, he invested the talents, and lo and behold, he doubled the amount, now totaling 10 talents. When the time came, the man returned, and the first helper presented his achievements with jubilation, filling the man's heart with joy for him. The second helper was also content. He took the 2 talents entrusted to him and pondered on how he could use them to do good things. Although he didn't double the value like the first helper, he generated 2 more talents. When the man returned to be with him, the second helper shared the fruits of his actions, and rejoicing also manifested for him. Yet, the third helper succumbed to fear. He received 1 talent, but instead of attempting to multiply it, he allowed himself to be dominated by fear. He thought that the man's reaction might be severe, so he hid the talent, keeping it only for himself. He didn't take any productive action. When the man returned, the third helper presented the same talent that had been entrusted to him, without generating any benefit from it. Sadness enveloped the man, as the helper hadn't used the talent for good. Then, the generous man explained to the third helper that even a simple action with the talent could have been undertaken, such as helping others, allowing it to increase gradually. He deeply lamented that fear had paralyzed him, preventing him from acting. The man, being just, transferred that talent to the first helper, who demonstrated greater fruit. Brothers and sisters, each of you possesses unique talents, precious gifts bestowed by the Father. You are singular beings, endowed with your own abilities. You mustn't allow fear to hinder you from trying, even if the immediate results seem modest. The true essence lies in employing your gifts in the best way possible and not allowing fear to prevent your growth. Use your abilities well, for if you do, you will be blessed with more. But if you do nothing with the little you have, even that will be taken away from you. And practicing charity wisely, seek those who, upon receiving good, multiply it instead of selfishly hoarding it. May peace and love accompany you always.